Hello, I'm Yutaka Watanabe, a tax accountant. Welcome to the channel. Tax Accountant Nabe solves your money problems. Today, I'd like to talk about how long does a small-scale M&A take? Just thinking about selling your own business or conversely acquiring a new business can make your head hurt a little, right? It can feel like a very high handle, and when you cannot see whole picture, it is completely natural to feel anxious. This is not just paperwork. It is a major life decision. But do not worry. Today, I'll organize this complex process clearly and turn the vague worries in your mind into a clear roadmap. Let's get straight to main topic. The biggest anxious business owners have at the very beginning is this. How long does a small-scale M&A actually take? You are already busy with daily operations, and you do not know when the process will end, especially when the business is small. The owner is often personally involved on the front line. If negotiations drag on, they can affect the core business. If sales decline as a result, that would defeat the whole purpose. That is why the first important point you should know is this. The answer everyone wants to know is, broadly speaking, about 3 months to 1 year as the general standard. What do you think? Did you feel that it might be surprisingly fast, or did you feel that a maximum of 1 year is too long? You may wonder why there is such a wide range. Sometimes it can end quickly in a short 3-month sprint. Other times, it may take about as long as one full term of the seasons. This is the basic timeline for the path you may be about to walk. So, why does such a large difference arise? It is mainly determined by two factors: the scale and complexity of the transaction. For example, transferring a local cafe with 3 staff members as it is, and transferring an IT company that owns several proprietary systems and patents are completely different matters. The amount of documents to check and the number of professionals involved will be entirely different. The longer the scale becomes, the more time it inevitably takes. Also, if past accounting records are messy, or if you want to sell only part of the business separately, legal and financial checks will take more time. Not every M&A transaction fits into the same mold. However, what I want to emphasize here is this. The period of 3 months to 1 year is not empty time, during which you simply sit and wait for the result. It is not a passive period where you merely wait for contact from the other party. It is clear path that you can manage yourself. To understand the whole picture and avoid getting lost, let's divide the process up to compression into whole phrases. Just keeping this flow in mind will dramatically reduce your mental burden. There is 4 steps that every small-scale M&A must go through. Step 1. Initial negotiations. This is so-called matchmaking stage, where both parties align their desired conditions. sign a confidentiality agreement, and then exchange basic information. Step 2. Due diligence. In short, this is a health checkup of the company. The buyer thoroughly examines the financial and legal aspects and identifies hidden risks. This is both time-consuming and critical stage. Step 3. Signing the agreement. Based on the investigation result, the final terms are confirmed and legal agreement is concluded. Step 4. Closing. This is when money actually moves. Keys are handed over. Registrations are changed and everything is completed both physically and legally. Completing each step carefully. It may sound obvious, but this really gets to the heart of the matter. You must never skip step in this process or rush to conclusion. If due diligence is done carelessly, there is a greater risk that large unpaid liability will be discovered later, or that you may become involved in unexpected trouble. Obtaining reliable supporting evidence at each phase is an absolute requirement for preventing fatal problems and achieving success. That said, does taking more time always mean better result? Not necessarily. Being careful and wasting time are two different things. In fact, there is also an option for you to take control and significantly shorten the timeline. Completing the transaction smartly through the shortest route is not a fantasy. So, what is the shortcut? The answer is simple. Make thorough preparation in advance. For example, you can perfectly organize the financial statement for the past 3 years. You can update employment contract to the latest version. You can also document business manuals so that the new owner can take over immediately. When someone says, "Please show me that document," do not make them wait a week. Have it ready so you can provide it on the same day. The accumulation of this small preparation creates a surprisingly large increase in speed. If you completely complete the homework of preparation at an early stage, time no longer remains a fixed enemy. Instead, it turns into a powerful weapon you can control. If your materials are well organized, the buyer's trust will increase significantly, and the investigation period will also be greatly shortened, and unwavering confidence and trust created by being well prepared becomes your greatest weapon at the negotiation table. Today, I spoke how long does a small-scale M&A take? For more information about small-scale M&A, please also visit the website of Yutaka Watanabe, Tax Accountant Office. I will continue sharing content concerned the theme of money, so please subscribe to the channel. Tax Accountant Nabe solves your money problems.